Jesse here with dipngoautocolor. This is how we tape off cars when we get ready to plasti dip them. This car happens to be a convertible. We drop the top and then tape around the rubber. In addition to that, let's show you guys how we do. We tape off the entire engine, and then we slide cardboard and tape off the radiator as well. That way when we're spraying the front grills, we aren't damaging the vehicle. The reason why we tape off the engine bay, we run plastic all the way up to the windshield, is because we leave the hood just popped a little bit. That way we can get a nice seam right here for plasti dip, and then we take it all the way back. Also, it's really easy to cover up the windshield wipers. We weight it down just a little bit, that way the plastic doesn't touch the hood. And then this is how we taped off the convertible. We drop the top and then we tape along the rubber seam here. We're going to peel that dip up. It's going to come up super easy. And then also you want to remove anything that the license plates are attached to. You want to get behind there. Then you also want to tape off the exhaust pipes. Also, you may have noticed that these wheels are black. We did 3 coats on the wheels, and then we're going to rotate the car, and then we're going to do another 3 coats. But the reason why we left it like this is because we're going to do those final coats with the spray gun. So that's going to come out real good. We've also removed the antenna. It's all about the extra steps. We don't tape the mirrors up and we don't tape the lights up. We peel the lights. You can maybe do like a strip or 2 across the front of them. It's really all up to you guys. Okay, so now that you've seen how we tape off cars, you guys can go ahead and do that yourself. But I think seeing it, you get a better idea how to do it. Alright guys, so we're ready to spray the car. We have a hopper full of dip, and we have our gun hose ready to go. Go ahead and get an extension cord. Make sure you have enough length to get around the vehicle. Take the end of your hose and plug it into the back of your spray gun. Make sure it's nice and secure. Now, a lot of mistakes have been made by not securing the end of your spray gun, and in your coats this could blow off, and you're going to get residue or overspraying the car. So you don't want that. Anyways, make sure you have your gun ready and your gloves on, ready to go, and then make sure everything's set. Alright, so before you get going, you want to put your mask on, turn your gun on, and then get ready to spray. Now, you want to go just past half. That's where you want your setting your gun to be. This is going to be a nice light dusting on the car. That's what's going to set the stage for the rest of your dip. Alright guys, so here we go. so that does the first coat. As you saw, I did a really quick, light dusting on the vehicle. What I'm kind of doing here is I'm just kind of speckling the car with dip, and all these little dip particles, what they're doing is they're making a nice foundation for those heavier coats that we do in the end. So, all right, this is coat number 1, guys. Coat number 1 and 2 are exactly the same. Do exactly this for your second coat, and I'll be back at coat number 3. All right, guys, I'm back again with the car. We're about to start coat number 3. This coat is the coat where you start laying on more coverage. So the dusting's over with. Now we're starting to get into those heavier coats. So to set your gun, you're going to want to kick it just over half. That way the product is flowing a little bit more out of your gun. You're not quite getting into those last coats yet, so you're not laying it on too heavy yet, but you're going to want to make sure that you pay attention to how you're laying the coats down. Now, this is where it gets kind of tricky. When you're plasti dipping a whole vehicle, the hood is going to be the last surface that you're going to want to plasti dip. The reason behind that is while you're plasti dipping, the dust in the air, the plasti dip dust in the air, it's settling on all flat surfaces on the car. So the lowest point that's flat, 9 times out of 10 is your hood. You're going to start with the roof first, then you're going to move to the trunk, you're going to do the backs and the sides of the vehicle, and then you're going to work your way to the front of the vehicle. You're going to do the hood, and then you're going to do that front little lip in the front. So that's how you're going to do the car. That's how you're going to see me do it. If there was a roof on the car, I would start with the roof first. So I'm going to get started, and I'll let you guys watch. Alright, so that finishes up coat number 3. Coat number 4, you're going to do the exact same thing, and then after coat number 4, I'm going to come back and show you guys what we call a detailed shot. It's where you get in and out of all the crevices. It's almost like a checkup to make sure that everything is getting covered. Alright, so see you in a bit. Alright guys, we're back again. We just finished coat number 4. Now in between coat number 4 and 5, we do what's called a detail shot. Now the detail shot is designed to get any area that your normal passes are not getting. Now how do you do a detail shot? Well, your HVLP spray gun should have what they call a center nozzle spray or a straight spray. That's where the fan is not fanning and it's just shooting straight. But detail shots, you're going to want to focus here on these inner edges. These inner edges here. The insides of the mirrors, bottom and top. You may want to kick the mirror out, which we will here in a second. You want to do the tops and the bottoms of these bands. On this particular car, it has a sunk in and then raised blinker. You want to get it all in that area. Down the seam of the door handles, and then around the gas cap. The gas cap is really important. It's usually the most missed. It's right there. It's just kind of there, and you know when you open the gas cap, you want to make sure it looks good because you're going to be grabbing that a lot, trying to get your gas. And then of course, last but not least, in and out of the wheel wells. Those wheel wells, I need to get some love up there. You can see purple. See, you can see the purple still. So we're going to get all that. So that's how you guys do a detail shot. Once you go around and you do your coats on the detail shot, we'll be back with coat number 5 and 6. 5 and 6 are the smoothing coats. So you're going to want to stick around for that. See you in a bit. Guys, so we're on coat number 5 right now. This coat is going to be your smoothing coat. You're going to take all the texture that you might have seen or any coverage that you might have been missing, and you're going to lay on a nice thick heavy coat, and that's going to give you that nice smooth, almost satin finish with your matte black Plasti Dip. So let's get started. guys, so we're on the last coat now. This coat is crucial. You need to make sure that your coats are even and consistent. You want to make sure your coverage stays fluid throughout the entire process. Again, you're going to start on the back of the vehicle, then we're going to move our way to the side, then the other side, and then we're going to finish off with the all right, let's get started. guys, so we just finished the car. We did a total of 6 coats on the vehicle. We have 6 coats on the rims. We went ahead and did 1 pass with a gun, and as you can see, the car is drying, but we'll have another video showing the car completely done and how to peel all that. But what I really wanted to take the time while this car was drying and explain to you guys was, my technique. This is how I get that glass smooth finish that I've been showing in my other videos and you guys have asked for. How do you do it? Well, you need to make sure that your first 3 coats, they're setting the stage for the rest of the entire job. You also want to make sure that when you're applying those final 2 coats, you're getting that nice consistent flow of Plasti Dip out, and you're just increasing it to where when you're spraying, it's just almost pooling. You just want to kind of keep it going, and then in your next pass, you also want to kind of keep it pooling. So that way, when all the dip is on the vehicle, it almost looks like one solid sheet of dip. You don't want speckles and all that stuff. Another question I get is, how do you avoid texture? Well, you avoid texture by increasing the flow of product out of your gun and making sure that the way you do your passes on your car is the correct way. Now, the correct way to do that was like I was explaining. You start on the top of the vehicle, you move to the trunk, you do the back side of the vehicle, do the sides, and then you finish off with the hood. The hood's always going to be your last section. It's where all the dust of the Plasti Dip settles. You want to make sure that you melt that in each coat that you do. So again, guys, it's Jesse with dipngoautocolor. Thank you so much for watching the videos, liking and subscribing. That helps us out a lot. I cannot believe we've just peaked over 200 subscribers in less than 6 months. So again, thanks to all of you guys watching. And again, check us out on the website, dipngoautocolor.com, and on Facebook.com/dipngo. Thanks.